Hey friends, let's talk about why feeling well should be our priority. It may seem obvious that we should all work on feeling our best, and yet there are so many subtle ways that we prevent ourselves from doing just that. So, to get started, it is important to examine the invisible scripts and the hidden reasons why we would keep ourselves from feeling our very best. Maybe you think that struggling like everybody else makes you more real and relatable. Maybe you believe that getting too comfortable and feeling too well will make you feel less motivated to work on your bigger goals. You tell yourself that feeling uncomfortable is fuel and motivation to keep going. Maybe you don't want certain people to see you doing too well because you need them to understand that they hurt you in some way. And you think that if you look too happy, they will never have a reason to acknowledge what they did that was wrong. So maybe you keep yourself in a bad mood or a lesser mood out of spite. Another reason why you may delay feeling your best is because you don't believe that you deserve it quite yet. For example, maybe you don't wear the best clothing you have, or you don't treat yourself in the best way that you can because you reserve it as a reward for an accomplishment in the future. You save your best things and your best feelings for a special occasion. But why does this matter? How you feel most of the time is the baseline for your life. How you feel day in and day out is literally how you are spending your life. Regardless of external accomplishments, feeling better is achievable for most of us. We just don't seem to prioritize it. We think it will come naturally as a result of us accomplishing all the things that we want to do. We think feeling well will be a byproduct of achieving our goals. But feeling well as much as we can is how we win at this thing called life. Let's say you run into someone from your past with whom the relationship did not end well. It could be an ex, an old friend, or an estranged family member. It doesn't really matter. If you unexpectedly run into them at the grocery store, imagine if they find you feeling and looking your very best. When you see them, you are generally optimistic and excited about things that are happening around you. You have mostly moved on from that previous situation, and you are genuinely surprised to run into them because you have not been thinking about them. On the other hand, imagine that they look stressed, hurried, or frazzled. Maybe you pick up on the fact that they're still resentful and are trying to settle a score with you. Which one of you in that moment do you think is winning at life? I would say that it's you because you are feeling much better than they are overall. Now imagine that you find out that they're making more money than you and may have accomplished more things than you. Who do you think is winning at life now? Does this information change your initial answer? I don't think it changes anything. You are still winning. Because if you are successful by societal measures but feel miserable all the time, is that really winning? I'm not saying that money or accomplishments are not important to happiness. Money is absolutely important. If you can't take care of your basic needs, it's hard to be happy. So yes, you should still pursue financial success and other accomplishments, but while you're working towards those goals, you can also make sure that you feel the best that is available to you. Feeling well is the ultimate flex, and it's something that you owe yourself. You just have to make it a priority. So how do we prioritize feeling well? In the same way that you brainstorm and plan your big goals and accomplishments, you should be brainstorming and planning how you can feel increasingly better. And when you feel well, when you feel your best, you can accomplish so much more because you are energized and motivated. A great place to begin is clearly identifying the things that regularly contribute to your well-being. Treat these things as a necessary condition for living your life. Don't save them as a reward. Here are some things that work for me. When I sleep well, I feel good the next day. When I go for a walk, I feel good both during and after. Same with when I work out, I feel great both during and right after. It's called a runner's high, but you can feel it with any type of exercise. And I can honestly say that I have never prioritized getting enough sleep and regretted it later. I have also never come back from a walk or a workout and regretted going. Even my husband recognizes that when I get cranky or overwhelmed, I need to go on a walk or go for a quick workout. I usually come back feeling better, more level-headed, and more pleasant to be around. And there are several other things that contribute to my well-being. Spending quality time with my daughter always makes me feel good. When I journal, I feel good. When I talk to my people, those who get me, those who I like and who like me in return, I feel good. When I keep track of my accomplishments, I feel proud and I feel confidence. Regardless of outside circumstances, these are things that when I do them, immediately raise my mood. It doesn't mean that all my problems just disappear and I'm grinning from ear to ear all day long. But these regular touch points help reset my baseline feelings to a better mood. So even if I have a really bad day at work, I know that I will instantly feel better when I see my daughter or go for a quick workout. What are the things and activities that make you feel instantly better? How can you do more of those, and how can you make them non-negotiable? Throughout your day, ask yourself what you need to feel better. Ask your body what it needs. If you've been sitting at your desk for hours and you have hit a bit of a slump, ask yourself what would make you feel better. Maybe you need to fix your posture, grab a glass of water, take a break from staring at the screen, or go for a quick lap around the building. Maybe you just need to get moving. Every time you feel a little bit ho-hum, ask yourself what would make you feel better. But be careful not to pick options that make you feel numb rather than truly making you feel better. A good litmus test is to ask yourself how you will feel about this activity later. You will most likely not regret the things that truly improve your well-being, but you will very likely regret behavior that looks like self-care but doesn't really help you. You probably won't regret going for a walk, but you might regret scrolling on your phone for hours just to check out from your day. In a sense, I am encouraging you to go back to the basics and take care of the things that you need to feel your best exactly where you are. If you haven't already, check out my video about going back to basics. So try to prioritize the things that contribute to your immediate physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Prioritize those even above your goals and the things you are trying to accomplish. Because I think that your well-being is more important than the things you are trying to do. When you feel well, you can do so much more. We know that happiness is very subjective and it's hard to define, but feeling well is definitely a big part of it. So take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.